Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm doing the coffee book tag. I was tagged by Bangity Bangs, the creator of this awesome tag, and today I'm gonna do it. Now obviously, as you can see by my festive mug, coffee is not my cup of tea. I have never had a cup of coffee ever in my life. I do not like coffee at all, so I'm just gonna pretend that all these questions are about tea. Maybe I should make a tea book tag, ooh. But for now, let's get on to the questions. Black, like my soul. Name a series that is hard to get into but has hardcore fans. I'm going with Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. I say that it's hard to get into because I feel like if you weren't into it when it first started out getting popular, you're probably never going to start it. And I say it has hardcore fans because I think we all remember the atrocity that was Twilight Mania. Peppermint Mocha. Name a book that gets more popular during the holidays or at a festive time of year. Now the book I chose only released in 2014 around the holiday season, so I cannot confirm that it will always get people amped up for the holidays, but I chose My True Love Gave to You, edited by Stephanie Perkins. Now if you have been on BookTube since about November 2014, I'm assuming you have heard of this book. If you haven't, I really don't know where you've been. This is a collection of 12 holiday stories. I say holidays because no, it's not just Christmas, but pretty much everyone read it from November to January around the holiday season, and I feel like this book really got everyone into the holiday spirit. Hot Chocolate. What is your favorite children's book? Now, I don't actually have any of my childhood books because they all got lost in the move, which really sucks. I do want to make a video about all of my favorite children's books, but for now I'll just show you one of my favorites. The Bailey School Kids series, written by Debbie Dady, is probably my absolute all-time favorite children's series. I swear there's like 100 of these books. They're really short, but they were like the coolest thing when I was like 9 years old. It centers around 4 kids that go to Bailey School Elementary, and they come in contact with a lot of weird people. Pretty much in every novel there's a different mythical creature or mythical being that comes into play, and they're trying to figure out if it's actually this person. There are just a ton of books centering around Cupid and angels and aliens and Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. It was such a cool series, and honestly, if you're trying to get a little sister, a little cousin, or just somebody you know into reading at a young age, I really recommend these books. A Double Shot Espresso. Name a book that kept you on edge from start to finish. I think I'm gonna go with The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. While this book isn't the absolute most action-packed book on my shelf, I really feel like throughout this entire book I was just reading and reading and reading. I really could not put this book down just because I was always like, I need to keep reading, I need to know what happens next. And while I say it is not the most action-packed, it is definitely action-packed. This is one of the craziest dystopians I have ever read, and I really recommend you pick it up. Starbucks. Name a book that you see everywhere. I think I'm gonna go with the Mistborn series. No idea who it's by, no idea what it's about. I believe the Final Empire is the first book of the Mistborn series, and that was the Booksplosion book of the month for January, so naturally BookTube exploded with it. Haha, BookTube exploded, Booksplosion. But one of my friend's best friends is always like, Emma, you have to read this book. Emma, I don't understand how you read so much and you haven't read Mistborn. Emma, read Mistborn. Emma, read Mistborn. Emma, read Mistborn. If that friend is going into one ear, my other friend is going into my other ear, saying the exact same stuff, and I just can't get away from it. I will definitely pick it up soon because I've heard so many good things about it. I just haven't gotten the chance to yet. That Hipster Coffee Shop. Give a book written by an indie author a shout out. Now it is to my understanding that an indie author is not just a not well-known author, it is actually an author who self-publishes. While this author isn't self-published, I kind of consider them an indie author just because they're not as well known, and their books kind of give me that hipsterish feel like, oh, I'm reading this, nobody knows what I'm reading, I'm so cool. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Lily Paradise, the author of Volition. Volition recently just got released. I was given an arc of this book. I will have a review of it up very soon. It's the next video I'm filming, but this book is phenomenal. It is really unlike any book out there, and I really hope you guys watch that spoiler-free review because let me tell you, this book is just amazing. Oops, I accidentally got decaf. First of all, who the heck accidentally gets decaf? Come on, people. Name a book you were expecting more from. I'm gonna pick The Death Cure by James Dashner. Now, I'm a lover of the Maze Runner series. I know it gets a lot of criticism on BookTube. I know a lot of people have so many different problems with it. I personally really enjoyed it. I'm not saying I hated this book. I think I gave it 3 or 4 stars. I did rate it pretty high. Was not my least favorite book on my shelf. It was not horrible in any sense whatsoever. I am just a lover of conclusions. Like, if you ask me about any series, I'll probably say the final installment was my favorite book out of that series. So naturally, I was just expecting a lot from this book, and I didn't get a lot from it. I did get spoiled for one of the bits of it, so that might have something to do with it. To be honest, I just don't even remember a lot from this book because I read it so long ago, but I just know that I wasn't completely satisfied with it. And finally, The Perfect Blend. Name a book or series that was bitter yet satisfying. You guys knew it was coming, obviously. City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. Naturally, the conclusion of my absolute favorite series of all time is going to be bitter, but it was the absolute most satisfying conclusion I have ever read. I'm completely happy with 99.9% of this book. I'm very content with Cassandra Clare because of the way she wrote this book. It does suck to know that I will never have an actual novel that focuses around Clary, Jay, Simon, Isabel, Alec, Magnus, etc., etc. But that is the coffee book tag that I filmed while drinking tea because I'm a rebel. I really don't know who I'm going to tag at the moment because I think Bangity Bangs tagged everyone I want to. But I'll tag people below, so check the comments, and I will see you guys soon for a new video. Bye!